everyone! So today I'm going to be sharing the top essential apps that you need to live your best Dubai life. These have been very helpful for us since day one, so I hope you find them handy as well. So getting right into it, the first category is communication. And within this communication category, the number one app that you need is WhatsApp. So as I've mentioned in some previous videos, WhatsApp is the number one texting service in Dubai, and not just personally like between friends, but also professionally as well. So most businesses, including restaurants, have a WhatsApp number where you can contact them, and especially when you first move to Dubai, you'll need WhatsApp to contact real estate agents. For us, not a single agent replied to my many emails, but once I WhatsApped them, most of them responded right away. So you 100% need WhatsApp. Because in other countries you can use WhatsApp to make free calls within the app, I was really surprised to find that in Dubai, the telephone function of WhatsApp doesn't work. You can text, you can voice message, but the calling function is blocked by the government. And apparently this is an attempt for you to use the government approved services, which are not free. This is the same with Line, FaceTime, just any other texting app, by the way. So the next app that I'm recommending is a VPN. We use one called NordVPN, but honestly there's so many out there that you can use whatever you want. Something to keep in mind though is, if possible, if you're not in Dubai yet, you should download the VPN onto your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever, before you enter Dubai, because the VPN websites are blocked as well. So for example, when I first got here, I wanted to download a different VPN onto my PC, but I found that even when I tried to go onto the VPN's website to download it, I couldn't get on there. So yeah, pro tip is to download it before you come. Okay, moving on, the next category is transportation. So literally the first app that we downloaded when we got here is Careem, and Careem actually has several functions within the app, including Hala Taxi, food delivery, food ordering, etc. But in this category, I'm just going to be talking about the Hala Taxi and the bike service. The Hala Taxi service essentially provides the same service as Uber. Careem is actually owned by Uber, and it will order a taxi for you and take you to your destination. So you type in where you are, where you want to go, and then a nearby captain will come and pick you up and take you there. And on the app, it will specify the license plate number, the taxi roof color, and how far away the taxi is, so you know exactly which one it is when they're picking you up. What I like about Hala Taxi is that the taxis are official Dubai taxis, and they are RTA employed drivers, so they're not just random people picking you up. Number two is that you know your route, the approximate cost, and your ETA all up front, so you won't be ripped off and taken a longer route. Number three is that the app can automatically process your payment using your credit card. So once you arrive at your destination, you can just hop out, which actually saves a lot of time. But if you want, you can choose to pay cash if you prefer. Some things to keep in mind with this is that when you hala a taxi, you pay a 7 dirham premium. So if you hail a cab just on the streets, the meter starts at 5 dirhams. But if you order one on Careem, then the meter starts at 12 dirhams. But it's like a $2 premium, so I think it's definitely worth it to not have to like flag one down. Also, so during rush hour, it can be hard to find a captain, and depending on where you are, where you want to go, and the time, you may have difficulty finding one, and it might just be easier for you or faster for you to just find one on the streets. So besides the Hala Taxi function within the app, another very convenient one is the Careem bikes. In Dubai, you will see a lot of communal bike and scooter stations around the city, and one of the major bike ones is the green Careem bikes. You can reserve one through the app, just hop on and ride around and drop it off at another station. You can find all the station locations within the app as well, and it's just a very fun and convenient way to get around. So this leads me to the next app I want to share, which is the Lime app. So even more so than bikes, you'll see everyone riding these electric scooters everywhere in Dubai. And the concept is the exact same as the bike service that I mentioned earlier, but I mentioned Lime because it's one of the 4 major scooter sharing services here. And it's also international as well, so perhaps some of you have already heard of it. Other scooter apps include Skirt, Tier, and one called, I think, Arnab. But I see Lime, Skirt, and Tier the most. For Lime, it costs 3 dirhams to unlock a scooter and hop on, and then it costs 1 dirham per minute of riding. So next up in the transportation category is the RTA Transport app. Well, RTA stands for Road and Transport Authorities, and they oversee all of the roads, transportation, and traffic in Dubai. So if you're a frequent public transportation user, so whether that be the train, the tram, train is in metro, the buses, and whatnot, this is a very helpful app for you to facilitate your commute and make your ride faster and more efficient. So some of the main functions of this app include timetables for public transportation, searching and planning your routes, all things no card related, checking your balance, topping up the card. The no card is the metro card basically. You can check traffic on it, you can validate your parking on it, and basically it's a very handy tool to have on hand when you're using the public transportation here. Okay, so up next we have the food and groceries category. So Dubai is the land of delivery, okay? You can get anything delivered to your door, which will be so useful, especially in the summer months. There's just so many different apps for food ordering and groceries, and usually they're combined into one, but for the ones where the food ordering is the main business, the Kareem, the one that I mentioned previously, also has a food delivery function. It also has a grocery function as well. But other popular ones include Talabat. I see Talabat drivers everywhere, and also Deliveroo. In terms of groceries as well, there are just so many different options, but I find that the most popular one here is InstaShop. So a lot of supermarkets here, for example Carrefour, have their own individual app. So if you have one specific grocery store that you go to all the time and that you prefer, it might make more sense for you to just download that store's own specific app. But InstaShop has all these different grocery stores all in that one app. So you can choose, you know, depending on your mood, or depending on maybe you get your meats from one shop and your fruits and veggies from another, I don't know, but you can mix and match basically. I actually haven't needed to use a grocery service yet because the weather's still fine and there's several different ones in close proximity to me, and I just prefer to see my own produce. But I guess in the summer months, or like if you don't have a grocery store nearby, or you have to, it's like a trek to get to the grocery store, then I think this will be super helpful for you. The first app I'm recommending is the UAE ICP app, and on this app you can store and download your digital Emirates ID card. So once your Emirates card has been issued, even if you haven't received the physical ID card yet in the mail, you can already download the digital version through this app. This is particularly helpful to have when you first move to Dubai and you're needing to expedite the bank account opening process and also the rent lease process. So if you explain to the real estate agent that your card has been issued but you're just waiting for the physical card to arrive, then most likely they'll let you proceed with the rental process once you've decided on a place. And similarly for the banks, this might just depend on who's helping you at the bank branch. But for us, although the physical Emirates ID was a requirement, we were able to open it with just the digital one. The guy very kindly let us. So depending on the staff and your negotiating skills, then you might be able to just do things a lot quicker. And it might only be a 3 or 4 day difference while you wait for the physical card to come in the mail, but those 3 or 4 days are actually very important when you're trying to lock down an apartment, so it could be very helpful. So the next app is called Dubai Now, and this app basically streamlines all of your bills so that you can pay all your utilities all through this one app. Things like your DIWA, which is the electricity and your water, and the Empower, which is your chiller or AC. Even things like your like Etila or Do, which is your mobile or internet, you can process through this one app. And they have not only that, honestly, they have so many other functions and services on the app. So things pertaining to driving, like paying or parking for traffic fines. Hopefully you won't ever need to do that. Housing things, visa things, health, education, police. There's just a lot of convenient and useful functions on there. So just have a look, and honestly, it's been very helpful in keeping track and paying for all the bills. So those were my must-have apps, especially when you first move to Dubai. And Dubai is very efficient when it comes to like running errands online and digitally. So hopefully they are convenient and they help you just live a no-hassle life. If you found this video helpful at all, I would really appreciate if you could like it and also subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. TTYL!